it's really great to meet you.
Yeah,
we met on
likewise.
Zoom.
Yeah, likewise.
On the screen, like I've met everybody for the last year on the screen. And yeah, it's great that you've come to me. You've come to Chalkwell, you've come to Southend.
So this particular walk from Chalkwell to the Southend Pier, or as close as we possibly can.
I think that would be a really great aim, so you can see the pier. It's the longest pier in the world.
So this is my second walk. My starting point was Essex Man, and the characterisation of Essex Man back in 1990. And the stereotyping of a particular kind of person. And of course, about a year later, then Essex Girl materialised, and she was supposedly sexually promiscuous. A monster of consumption, because I read somewhere that obviously you're a black woman living in Essex, that when you told people that you lived in Essex, you were slightly embarrassed.
Oh, yeah. Because of the stigma, because of the Essex Girl, I would just not really want to say I live in Essex. I didn't feel comfortable with it. And then I was kind of like in this kind of position thinking, where do I fit in? And what's the kind of contemporary narrative as well about being black in Essex now? Because the Essex Girl, in most people's mind, is not a black woman. An Essex Girl is the stereotype, and even if she's not the stereotype, she's a white woman. And that was my reason to actually then prefix black on top of the Essex Girl, and then start thinking about how I can just like dissect this and own this.
How I got to know about you, looking up Essex Girl, and you came up and looking into that, and obviously people trying to change the definition in the Oxford Dictionary. So
we've kind of said that is a starting point, the dictionary definition, but actually, more importantly, it's the perception. You know, that's what really needs to be challenged and changed, and that's what takes a longer time to do. And so one of our original aims was so when you Google Essex Girl, and that's really brilliant that you've said that's how you found me and my work. When you Google Essex Girl, before we started campaigning, you would get images of the stereotype. So the idea was you'd go to festivals, you'd get t-shirts that says this is what an Essex Girl looks like, get somebody to put a t-shirt on, you take a picture, Polaroid, you upload that, and you say an Essex Girl is an artist, has a PhD, is all of the brilliant and wonderful things that people who live in Essex are. And so that's what comes out, all of these definitions of these new narratives, these new stories. This Essex person, man and woman, they've been othered, and the county is othered, you know.
Yeah. Like I say, that it's like how, well, in some sense, the media dreamt the whole thing up, didn't they? The caricature, the stereotype, and then they come along and they can keep commentating on it because it's been created.
I'm kind of used to stereotypes just because of history and just because of the way it is, and so I kind of share that the way that the Essex people are othered and stereotyped just by being black, the way that black people are stereotyped. So this is,
we can't touch each other because...
We can't touch each other, but we've come...
No, thank you very much
for taking me on your walk.
Thanks for listening to me.
No, not at all, I've loved it.